Hello, good day, America. What's going on? How you doing today? My name is Michael Tomlinson. I am an Americanteer. Booyah! I am. Uh, Today is December the 19th, 2022. Christmas is around the corner. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are shuffling around looking to buy gifts, and there's people that are on a budget or looking for ways to make the best of the holidays. Which is, I mean, they're both equally fine. Just be yourself, do your best. Most of all, be happy. I mean, just to enjoy the moment of being around other people. Um, there's a beauty in that too. So don't get so caught up in material stuff, because the real spirit of Christmas is inside. It's inside us. It's not so much on the outside. However, kids, I don't think I can ever convince a little kid running around that it's in the inside. They're gonna be like, "What are you talking about? Christmas is about getting gifts." And I think that children benefit the most from Christmas. So um, it's almost like, well, we're not going to get each other gifts, but we're going to get the kids some gifts. We're going to get the grandkids or nephews or nieces. It's always geared toward them. So, and the younger they are, the more gifts they will receive. Um, and so, whatever works best for your family. So, just make it work. I love that. I love that we can just do this. That we can get together and actually survive an evening or a day or one big holiday meal with each other, or you with your family, me with my family. It's you can't recreate those moments. So don't miss out on it. Attend, go to it. And this is going to be an outdated video anyway, so by the time you watch this video, maybe in January something, who knows? And I'll be talking about Christmas. But so let's go ahead and sidestep that. Look, yeah, I said what I think I had to say. I do have good news, or I'm trying something. I spoke to a doctor today, and we're talking about my eyes being so messed up and having being sensitive, first of all, and then they kind of progressively around my eyes have gotten worse, which is starting to look a little weird. And so I thought it was, I guess, a cosmetic kind of thing. Like, oh, that's going to have to be dealt with through a minor kind of surgery cosmetically, like a little plastic surgery kind of thing. But it was good news to talk to a doctor today about it, because she suggested that, first of all, it looked like I was having severe eye allergies, which I didn't even think that was possible. She said, yeah, you can have, explain what allergies are about in different forms and formats, like year round, or, and you don't have to be sneezing all the time, but it could just affect the eyes, or around the eyes, or, stuff like it. And I was like, oh, wow. So she gave me a couple of good suggestions. So when I come back home, I can try on my own and then report back to her. There's another thing that I need to do too. And so it's good news for me. I hope that it's something that can be easily resolved. I know my eyes are still going to be sensitive, uh, but they won't look as, just weird. I don't want to say screwed up or anything, just different. And I'm hoping that whatever, the things have to do will resolve it. So that's good news. Taking care of your health is a big deal, and so I know I've become a salad person in the last couple of months. I wasn't a salad person until last couple of months. I mean, like really, like maybe up to 2 months ago. I make my own salad. I prep all my ingredients and put it in the refrigerator. So when I include the salad in my meal every day, I just break out all the containers and I whip up a single little salad for myself and put everything back. So that way, so I can make them really fast. And understand the ingredients going in there, and of course a little dressing. And I like the small things too. Like I had raisins and sunflower seeds, a little bit of bacon bits. So I would get it too. Uh, take care of my health is me gonna have to suggest to you to not do it, have salad, become a salad person, but watch out what we're eating. There's so many different uh, uh, ingredients in pre-processed foods that it scares me, and I can be just a little just biased about that because it frightens me, but it does frighten me. I think that ingredients are being changed and have been changed over the years without our acknowledgement, or without even me knowing, all the cookies is, taste the same. It's weird aftertaste. It's the same. Not the flavor, but there's always that. And I noticed that, and I was like, wow, did do this in the past. It was like, I think they added something or they took away something, which I'm not surprised to hear. And so, it's got to be careful, even with stuff, frozen goods that we buy and reheat up in the microwaves, that kind of stuff. It may not be just a half a step better than fast food. Or it might just be the same level as eating fast food. So if you do eat that food, which I do too, so, if you're like me and you do eat it, indulge in it very, very little. Keep cutting back, look for ways. I like packing my own lunch all the time. It just makes sense to me to do that, so that way I don't really have to go out and get any fast food, or I know exactly what I'm eating because I prepared it, and that makes me feel good about me, because I know the food that I'm eating, or the food I think that I know the best, the best way of doing things. So as Americanteers, we got to watch out for our health. You got to eat right, exercise if and when we can, and drink lots of water. Do healthy things like that. So that way we can, wake up each and every day being more of a energetic, proactive Americanteer. So, and we don't, and our physical self is just as strong as our spiritual self, because we will be challenged, spiritually too. There's a spiritual battle going on. So, doing the right thing and doing the positive thing, acting with love, is going to draw the battle towards you a little bit. So you may be tested just a little bit as to why and what you're doing with being a part of the Americanteer movement. In fact, it might even prevent you from being a part of it. It jumps into your head as soon as I start talking to you about the Americanteer movement, to raise doubt, questions, and fear, to stay away from it. So in a sense, stay away from me, because I'm the one who's promoting it here. And I think, already, I don't even think, I already know we are all Americanteers already, except you don't know that. Yeah. Or maybe you do know that, you're just not ready to commit today. Which is, that's fine, whatever, and I understand, it's a little leap of faith. It'll take some courage, but it's pretty easy in a lot of ways too. When I say the leap of faith, you're jumping off a real cliff, literally, or even metaphorically. You're just, taking a step toward an unknown. Getting out of one way of thinking in a box and stepping out of it first, and then be able to walk over, and I don't really have a box, but over to the arena where the field is at, where the things are really being activated are, and the spectators are, and that's the first step. Second step is to become a player, join the game, jump in, help out. Help out. I mean, for me to even say that sounds odd, because you should already be helping out. Should have to ask you, and because you already know that needs to happen. And so don't hold back. Be enthusiastic. Be excited. We're changing ourselves, and we're changing America. So it all kind of comes together. So that's the part of the great message today, and it is every day, is join the Americanteers. Let's change America. It's a new day. It's a new life. There are new ways of doing things. And so let's just go with it, for a new America. For, something that's going to benefit all Americans. I know you probably don't want to agree with that, but that really is the best part of it. You just don't know it yet. You don't understand that level of what I'm talking about. But it has to go into that level in order for all of us to understand the community we live in, and how we're all going to get along, and how we're going to make this really happen, and how we're all going to help each other in our own way, and get rid of oppression, get rid of segregation, get rid of the second class of people. That's horrible. Treating people like they're invisible. That's just, we shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to treat people like they're invisible, and people shouldn't have to be treated like they're invisible. You understand what I'm trying to say here? There's a reason why you're doing what you're doing, and then there's a reason why the person feels invisible, because they obviously are being treated like they're invisible. And that's where I say, sometimes just smile and a hello can save a life. Maybe not be saving that individual's life, but you could be saving someone else's life by acknowledging, just giving somebody a little bit of dignity and a little bit more humanism rather than a subhuman. It's not going to ruin you. Believe me, after you do something good for somebody like that, you're not gonna feel like, oh my God, my social status is ruined. It's not gonna ruin you at all. It's not gonna hurt you at all. It's just a good thing to do. It's the right thing to do. It's you don't have to even think about doing stuff like that. You already know, your intuition's already telling you when and where you need to step up and be helpful. And once you become more of an Americanteer way of thinking every day, the more you're going to change. Without doubt, I promise you, you will change to become a better and new person. And if that's what you want, then this is the team you should be on. Along with the dysfunctional system, the broken system, that we need to fix, revamp, change, new change. So it has to encompass it all. We can't just stay the same while we're trying to make everything different. We're going to become different ourselves. And again, that, like I said, there's anything wrong with that. It's all like, you're going to just be a better person. And how can you just say, I don't want to be a better person? Of course you do. Don't be scared. That's when I talk about the leap of faith. Once you take that leap of faith, you'll know that it really isn't a leap of faith at all. You're just being a little fearful. And once you get over that fear, then your mind will start to open up toward the change that Americanteers are working toward. And then you can participate more and more and more. So, I really hope you think about that and join in, be a part of it. And until then, hey man, peace, love, have a magnificent day. Join me. Join the Americanteers. Alrighty.